Where we last left off, the party returned to Saltmarsh on a job to escort some merchants back to town. When, upon coming across some townfolk and then eventually meeting up with uh, Jared and Kermie, found out that some of the guards went missing and the town kind of became hectic after that. Um, Deciding on trying to do a plan to investigate further in the morning, uh, or starting the next day, you awoke in the morning to blood-curdling screams as a wounded soldier on horseback came riding into town. Upon talking with him, you discovered that a army of warforged were actually on their way to the city. Through a series of checks, you assisted the town folks in evacuating and preparing the town for what would be a siege. Um, once, along with cooperating with Lady Cragbrew and some of the guards, you actually prepared fairly well and held off on a choke point of the bridge where you would be the last to leave on the last ship. Um, you also had the extra incentive that since most likely this was going to be a war, to capture one of the bodies of the Warforged if you could. Upon it starting to become dusk, you met your first combat against some Warforged that were oddly a kind of rusty color that you noticed where you were able to down with relative ease. Continuing on with that, you fought across some more what you expect to be considered a normal Warforged based on what you fought in the um, Saltmarsh ruins. And then, as you were on your way out, you discovered and ran from what seemed to be a souped-up Warforged. That was nearly 4 times as big as a normal Warforged soldier. Upon evacuating, you also were able to uh, get one of the Warforged bodies out to the ship. And on your way out, you, as you looked back into town, you noticed that there was a Warforged with a familiar color robe, that same color of Electrium, as he cast a spell towards the ship. Luckily, at the last second, Lady Cragbrew was able to make a wall to prevent the spell from connecting to you and the ship. And we will continue right where we left off. You are now leaving port. All you are looking back, exhausted, and seeing the town on the horizon in flames as the sun is finally down and just some barely moonlight allowing you to see, but also the flames of the town as it's beginning to erupt into a big flame.
Hmm.
So with that, Obrola looks to y'all. Well, that was a close one.
Just a bit. Did anyone? Did you get a good look at that? The giant one that was coming at the end.
Wait, there's a giant one?
Yeah, it it froze for a moment and then hustled after us. We thought it was going to break the bridge, but it didn't. It was massive.
This is quite disturbing. As she kind of goes and tries to find like a rail to just sit down and kind of lean back on. You can tell that she is quite exhausted as well. That we don't have any records of anything like that.
Hmm.
This could be bad.
What do you think it was?
Well, just like we already know that the Warforged were based off like transferring souls as energy to power the suits.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So, if you theoretically you could make a bigger suit for more souls.
Oh,
Oh.
At least theoretically, we don't have any. We've never seen any physical proof. And then she actually looks over to see the guards kind of taking the Warforged body and like trying to put it below deck. She runs over. Up, put those in where I'm staying, please. And they nod and go back. It's like, ugh. I'm definitely gonna have to message Hilda about this.
where do you think they got all those spirits or souls for that big machine?
Well, a contingent of guards just went missing.
Oh, that's right.
Or who knows, because we don't know where these Warforged originally come from, so they could have had this the entire time.
But do you think they had been able to make so many orbs that quickly?
Well, not. Well, it seems to be that it could be that maybe these were just in hiding, because I mean, you found some in pristine condition that were just hidden along in some ruins. So no telling where this could have came from another set of ruins that just they happened to get to first and they know of.
Don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I.
Well,
So what about that spell that you stopped? What spell was that?
I think it was just wasn't anything too powerful. Based on my experience, it looked kind of like a fireball or something.
Okay.
Especially if I was able to stop it with that wall. That
nothing to worry about on a wooden ship for a fireball.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot worse things.
It's true. Did we recognize it, like that the guy at all?
No.
Okay.
And that's the thing too. It didn't, other than the electrium colored robe that you actually, as he was casting, that the robe lit up as well. It kind of looked like electrical currents moving up. Um,
Kind of
you,
like he was using it as like a spell component, maybe.
yeah, or kind of like channeling the spell through it, or something like that. But other than
Rusted
that, you
ones?
didn't really have any uh defining traits of it.
The rusted ones, were they just rusted? Or were they covered in anything else?
Nope, they looked kind of like rusted and worn down.
Worn down. Okay.
But I definitely think we deserve a night's rest.
I
I'm
agree.
tapped out. So
Do y'all want
I
to take a
will.
long rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I will go ahead and message Hildo in the morning to see. At least let them know that they should be expecting refugees here in the next week. At least he could talk to the council and they can start setting stuff up before people get there. But I'm down, and then after that, I guess I'm going to be studying this, try and get as much information as possible out of the Warforged. So. So I will see y'all in the morning, and she begins to walk down below deck.
We trust her with those 2 dead bodies alone, right?
I think so.
Yeah, she's never given us a reason not to.
Okay.
But I
Did
feel like
defend us.
I do understand your hesitation, though.
I'm just gonna like kind of almost be like standing in disbelief and just like walk to, I guess, a place to long rest.
Can't believe this happened.
Did Kermie make it out?
Oh,
As you look across the ship and try and look through all the people,
you don't see Kermie.
Yay!
you do not see Kermie on
Oh
board.
shit! Oh shit!
I don't.
So we take
I
a
don't
long
mention it to
rest right
Leopard. I don't mention it to Leopard. I just walk away.
Just whistling.
Sorry, what were we saying, Scott?
I said, are we taking a long rest then?
Yep. Unless y'all have anything else you want to do before the night's rest.
Not
I just retired to my chamber,
to your
or wherever.
to your shell.
wherever.
Yeah, I guess. Where are we staying? I guess we find somebody like, hey, where? Are
Just
there?
below deck, they've set up some makeshift.
Do you have rooms for your heroes? Yeah, I guess we go downstairs and find little barracks and room
Yeah,
up.
so there's just kind of slings and hammocks lit up. There's also they've tried to make a walk path clear, but like people like kind of double booked almost to where people are sleeping in the hammocks, but then people sleeping directly underneath them. But
Is there a crow's nest?
there is.
I'm gonna go sleep up in the crow's nest.
Okay.
Because there's too many people.
Okay, as you
Yeah,
get up
there's
there,
a lot of people on the ship, aren't there?
the crew member, it's like, what? Oh, I'm guessing it's full downstairs.
Yes. Too full for my liking. Plus,
Okay.
I like to be up high.
Fair enough. I would suggest that corner so you don't fall out.
I'm gonna find a place and like by myself and curl up in my shell.
Yeah, I'll find some place that's kind of up top, I guess, too, like in like the back, to keep like just out of the way.
Okay.
Our first night,
I guess I'll hit
we all
the
spread out
numbers.
on a ship. Our first night, not near each other, we get as far apart as we can.
This is where the horror story begins. This is the Halloween edition.
Oh god.
All right. So everyone can go ahead and hit the long rest button.
Okay, so we've decided we click long rest, and then we click take long rest. Confirm. Correct.
When I took my long rest, apparently I lost 10 maximum HP.
10 max or 10 temp?
10 maximum.
Oh,
Like my max HP was 41 and it dropped to 31.
what?
I don't know if that was
I'm making sure
a
my
condition or
okay.
something.
No, you should. You didn't have any buff spells on you, I don't think.
I don't think so either. Do I need to just manually manage my HP?
Here, let's see. Yeah, so go ahead and go in and add 10 more to your maximum HP and apply.
Okay, I was really worried.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can I roll for the gauntlet to get our charges back?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a D6 plus 4. So whatever this is, plus 4. 5. Okay. So we get 1, 2, 3. Wait, I think this is used. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's how that works.
Yeah, so you just need to uncheck.
Yeah,
however much
I
you
checked
rolled.
them all. I did it right now. So
Okay.
we're one charge used at this point, but that's okay.
So as y'all drift to sleep, first, who are we going to start with? Let's see. Oh, how come I don't get the roll?
Ooh. Oh, Uno.
All right. So, as you drift to sleep, Leopard,
Yes.
it's a hard night for you. One, the situation is all too familiar to you. And like the first time where you weren't able to stop it or do anything about it, it's all happening again. And you just feel the greater fear and disappointment in yourself. The whole point of coming here was to prevent stuff like this. And as you dream, you can only, it just flashes between the burning city, then flashes to the bodies in the forest, all cut down. Then back to the city with a small frog silhouette in the flames.
I'm just gonna stand silent and just ponder.
Okay. Then one again. So as you kind of toss and turn in your shell, you aren't the only one that's having some trouble tonight. Jax,
Oh no.
as you looked back at the city of Saltmarsh in flames, it seemed all too familiar about your estate being burned.
Hmm.
You're hearing the cries of the house servants being killed in the distance as you were running away. Not quite sure why this was all going on, but you just had to escape. And taking the only thing that was able to help defend yourself. But it just seems all... Why is it happening again? You ran away to prevent all this. to not have to deal with situations like this anymore. And yet somehow you've ended up here once again. Sure, maybe it's not people you're close with, but why does it seem that all the cities you go to always burn? And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no. 20.
Okay. And as those kind of disturbing images crawl into your sleep, you kind of wake up briefly, take a look around, but you still realize you're in your Ava form.
I just hold the sword tight and kind of feel the blade and the shaft of it, just kind of thinking about home.
And as you're kind of doing that, reminiscing,
I'll go into Jack's form just to relax a little bit more too.
okay. And then you also feel a bit hungry.
Son of a bitch.
And lastly, as you're up in the crow's nest, Needle, feeling the fresh sea breeze on you, it reminds you of a familiar breeze back home on the savannah. And kind of as you're going to sleep, just the horrid images of your village being burnt, and an all too familiar setting such as Saltmarsh occurred. The fact that you still have unanswered questions about that, even though it's been years, and just kind of the frustration that there's only one lead that you've had, and just for some reason cannot find anything about it. Kind of the going back to the old ways, but then you're also feeling the warmth that you thought you once forgotten of the family, and just sure, fire can burn and damage, but it also can warm and bring happy tidings. So you all wake up the next morning. The ship is a buzz of trying to feed all the people on the ship. As you're looking around, you don't really notice Lady Cragbrew to be seen anywhere.
Oh,
She you see her for a quick second, and then she goes back below deck into what seems to be made her kind of personal room.
suspicious.
Should we go check on her?
Yeah, let's go see what she's up to.
Okay. So as you go down below deck, kind of knock on the door. She kind of cracks it open a little bit. Oh, it's off. Go ahead, come in.
Have you started your studies on this yet?
Not yet. I did get in contact with Hildo Roomweaver at the academy. He's gonna talk to the council and get that. He's supposed to message me later today to be able to find out, to give us more details. So, but based on some of your descriptions already, we know kind of how this operates. But it's mainly more I need my magical tools once you get back to the university, where I can fully kind of analyze for weaknesses and stuff like that. Key weak points in the armor. Did you notice anything specifically in combat when y'all were fighting them that
Did
we should
we-
be aware of?
Did we bring her a pristine or did we bring her a rusty?
Pristine, because all the rusted ones turned to
That's true. They turn to dust immediately.
dust. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember
So we can
anything in
explain to
particular.
her the rusty ones.
Yeah, we can explain that there were two different types. There's the rusties and the pristines. But I don't remember anything in particular with the pristines being weird during battle. Do y'all?
Particularly, I was just gonna say that big one seemed to like speed up or something for a minute.
Yeah.
And kind of as you're explaining this too, she pulled out kind of a notepad and a inkwell and has started kind of jotting stuff down. Sorry, getting something pulled up. But unlike that last one, did any of them cast any spells or anything like that?
The big one did something because he kind of like got blurry for a moment, but I don't remember any of the other ones casting spells. They had arrows, I think.
Yeah, I don't think any of them cast any spells. They just had big arrows and stuff.
The big one, the big one acted weird for a moment. Basically, like looked like he shut down, and then ran quickly, and then shut down again.
Maybe it was like a overcharge to move a bit
Maybe.
quicker or something like that. Josh said that. And I did find the arrow thing, so that you were mentioning, as she goes over to the Warforged and rotates one of the hands, and it looks like on one of the forearms of it, there's actually a built-in bolt thrower
Mm.
into the arm.
Oh,
Like, well, this would be where those arrows or bolts were coming from.
it wasn't a magic from one of these that we met, but the original ones we met in the fortress and the bunker thing. He removed a face and he was looking human, but then he removed his face and he resembled these robots.
So someone has...
That was the only time we've ever seen them use any other magic other than this last guy.
Was it magic or was it like a disguise?
He
Because there are stuff to hide yourself magically and change your appearance magically, but if he removed
removed like
mask.
his face, and then he was a warforge, as you call them.
Sounds like someone just knows how to make a high quality mask in that case, because otherwise, because if it was magical, it would have not been ripping it off. It would have been like reverting back to the original shape if the magic was dispelled.
Mm.
So in other news, though, that means they have someone that's skilled at infiltration.
It definitely wasn't magic that was hiding his appearance. I can say that for certain.
Hmm.
Ouch.
That's very weary. Was the face someone you've met before, or was it someone that...
It's someone I think we killed before.
Huh.
You might know him. His name is Ned.
Nope, can't say I've met him.
You're lucky. You don't want to meet Ned.
But... Well, this is all at least good to inform council of these cases. Because especially if someone goes missing for a while, now we know to be kind of suspicious of someone.
If they show back up.
Yeah. Okay.
Any particular weakness in them either. Did you guys?
Say that again?
I didn't notice any particular weakness to them.
Well,
Anyone
weren't their
else?
orbs their weak spots? Like if we busted them, that's what shut them down.
Was it?
I'm gonna nudge John.
I
Lightning.
think so. I don't know. They're inorganic, so any spells that I was casting that were effective seemed to work on them. So
Like shatter.
Well, that's
Really much
good,
else
yeah,
than that.
because while they're kind of a mixture of inorganic material and living beings. Because she actually brings you over, and then as you, like, if you actually try and feel the parts of the body along, underneath the plates and stuff, and as you press it, while it's metallic, it kind of has some give to it. So I don't know. Now that we have a actual kind of fresher case, now we can actually say this to see if it's like a blending of organic and inorganic material, or if it's something just that's been lost to time that we just don't have current replicating. So this is gonna advance our studies a lot. It's a shame that it has to come as a wartime thing rather than just a discovery.
yes.
But I also better include next time I talk to Hildo to be careful of the other research points.
Yes.
Because my guess, if your friend was right and they destroyed the former ruins that you initially discovered these, they're probably going after any other known sites that have any connection with the Warforged.
Do you know of any other sites?
We do have one further. There's further south on the continent, kind of towards the what were the name of the mountains? Just kind of sits and ponders there for a minute, as if there's a buffering screen. I can remember my fucking password.
Trying to think if there's anything that we missed.
There we go. Job's job. Can't remember the name of the mountains, but it's the mountain range that kind of divides the northern and southern parts of the continent. We found a set of ruins that date back before the Calamity that was actually built into one of the hillsides. And it was only a recent discovery about 2 or 3 years ago. And we haven't made much progress in there. That's been the most recent one. All the other ones we kind of abandoned because there was really no stuff there. At least no stuff that we thought. So either they already could have been
So we've
hit
abandoned a
by
few of them.
ruins or kind of Tomb Raiders, or it could be that we didn't have an idea what to look for. And this may give us a better chance to actually know what to look for.
So you when you say we abandoned those other ones, like there's nobody watching them or anything. Those are just completely empty of us.
We found that the ruins were already either raided or anything that was worth of research value was already gone. It was just mainly kind of a lot of empty rooms, There was some like broken furniture and stuff like that, but otherwise, it was mostly everything that would have been worth the thing was all gone.
Got it. And what was the name of the one that we are currently still investigating?
Don't have the exact thing. Let's see. All we have it marked now is Site S.
Site S.
Yeah, we haven't found anything that really distinguished the term, so we just keep it as a numerical site until we actually find something that can be like, oh, this is a tool ruin or something like that. I don't know. I don't come up with the naming. So if I just send out the paperwork.
Have you guys been to the site where we first found the Warforged people? Did you know about that?
No, because we heard it was a religious pantheon that was
Yeah.
there. So, and most of the time, especially when it comes to religious sites, most of the priesthoods would rather us not meddle with objects of their gods.
Mm-hmm.
So, and especially with that one being designated to Pelor, that with how popular of a god he is in this side of the continent, probably wouldn't be the best to get on their angry sides. But the only other and then she does it. I do remember one more site though
Yes.
that we had. It's actually more. It was. We thought that it might have connections to before the calamity, but it was being investigated until we heard some rumors and stuff about either orcs or goblins, something like that. Tribes were starting to get closer to the site, so we evacuated the people for safety. So, but it is that site was designated as Stone Tooth Hill.
Stone Tooth Hill. Okay.
Where is that?
It's actually not too far. It's southwest of Cordelia. About maybe like 5 days travel away.
And what did you find there?
So, hang on a second. Oh, bless me. A lot of dust. But no, so originally based on the outskirts of it, it kind of looked like there was just a old fortress, a small fortress there. But then as we were just kind of starting to get to the deeper levels of the building, to where we were starting to find some aspects of what was to be like an ancient forge of some sort. We did kind of classify, we didn't take anything, but it did look like there were molds for like weapons and stuff like that.
Anything similar to the Warforge?
No, That's the only thing. So that's why we were definitely interested, because it was still looked like pre-calamity stuff based on the notes that we had, but nothing to like be Warforged manufacturing. But who knows? This could have been originally used for Warforged, and then after the calamity, it could have been repurposed to make weapons and armor and stuff. So could warrant another investigation, but my guess is there's probably a lot more company there than before. So we wouldn't want to send our research team in there, because, well, they have some self-defense. I mean, if it's a whole fortress full of goblins or orcs or whatever, it'd just be not worth the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But that's pretty much until I get to
Before we leave,
actually study this. Oh, go ahead.
before we leave, can I do some kind of just see if she's like withholding any information for us, or that she's like she knows more about these than she's letting on, anything like that?
Make a insight check.
Okay, roll high.
12. Based on how she's kind of talking to you, you feel like she's being fairly forthcoming with this information. I mean, the fact that you were trying to help her in the first place kind of granted some trust. I think, or not, I think, what am I saying? That based on your interaction so far, it doesn't feel like that she's trying to hide anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
I'm
I'll let you know once I get an update from Hildo, and then I will start trying to do some preliminary studies here.
yes. Please let us know.
Okay. And so,
Jax leaves.
all right. Oh, are you still in your Jax form
I
too?
am.
After the whole time, she's like,
I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna
Oh.
see if they catch, if he remembers.
Ava, are you a changeling?
I am.
Oh, pretty cool.
Well, thank you.
Is Ava your true
That's
name,
pretty
or would
neat.
you like something? Are you preferred to be called something else?
My name I've always gone by growing up was Jax. Ava was one of my personalities I've created.
Okay. Would you prefer me to call you Ava or Jax?
Let's go.
Or just whatever the form entails?
Let's go with the form, just in case we need to keep it under wraps.
Alright. I'll try to remember, but with all this knowledge, sometimes a little bit slips.
I understand.
Okay. And so as y'all leave, once again, I need someone to roll a d8 for me.
Not it.
Got it.
I'll roll it.
There we go.
Oh, I was about to.
Okay.
You got
Go
this.
ahead, go for it.
You got this. Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, we'll take.
Oh,
Oh,
we
which
designated
one?
Leopard, so that's the one I'm going with. So, as you're stepping back out onto the deck, you notice that it's actually quite a nice, calm day at sea today. Nice breeze flowing. You feel like you're getting a good wind heading in to it's going to be a half-week journey to get to Cordelia by ship. And what ends up being is that it's a just uneventful day, unless y'all have anything specific that y'all need to talk or roleplay about.
I'm gonna take Jax aside and whisper, should we say anything about Kermie? Do we know where Kermie is?
Have we didn't see Kermie last night. Have we seen any Kermie? Any signs of Kermie?
No, not on the ship.
I think it might
I want to go talk to the officer Jared. I think was his
Mhm.
name,
Yeah.
and I want to ask about it.
Okay, so
ask
you
about
approach,
Kermie.
okay, so you approach
It
Jared.
might
like,
be a
oh,
good idea. Oh,
good,
wait,
you-
who is he? Oh no, he noticed.
Oh, damn.
What can I do you
Okay.
for?
Well, never
Have you
mind.
seen Kermie? I'm just gonna be very direct and very.
Last time he said he wasn't coming on the ship.
Ah,
He was going to go in search of his people at the cave.
that brave little toaster.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna thank him and kind of just walk away.
He did want me
Or-
to give you this,
Okay.
and he kind of reaches into his bag, and
Okay.
what looks to be kind of just a like top of a log, but it has kind of scales carved into it, at least as if it was starting to make a turtle shell.
Okay.
Like
And
like
like
he had
it-
whittled this.
He
I'm gonna
wanted
take
to
it-
start a new hobby, and I guess this is what he started with.
So like a whittled turtle shell.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like
Um.
it's like it's half the size of the palm of your hand.
Okay.
Oh,
That's big for Kermie.
I'm gonna take it and thank him and kind of just walk away. And then kind of go, just kind of stare off at the water.
Hmm.
I'm gonna come up next to him and ask if he's okay. And kind of like pat his shell.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I guess, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just hoping he made it back to his village.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna be doing that. Yeah.
Actually, as you kind of choose a direction, you kind of notice based on just the way you're sailing that you can't. You seem to just find yourself staring in the direction of your homeland. Just kind of thinking about the journey you've been through this far.
I want to reach into my backpack and hand Lone Needle the totem of the Grung.
What is this for? This is yours. This isn't mine.
I wasn't a hero. I ran.
Of course you're a hero. You saved all the Grung people.
You're
I'm
the
gonna shove
hero
it
of
back
the
in your
Grung.
face.
The shaman
Not-
chose you.
I'll take it back when I've earned it again.
What are you talking about? We saved all these people. We evacuated everybody on this rammed fucking boat. You saved all these people.
But I ran.
We all ran. We
We
didn't
ran
have
for
another
safe?
choice.
I don't know.
Tormund leans in and says, if you would have stayed and fight, I would have stayed and fight.
The word is fought.
We would have stayed and fought.
All right, I'm gonna hold on to the totem.
I didn't-
I don't know.
Lone Neil holds on to it just a little bit longer. She's like, you just give it, okay.
quick. Okay. Okay. Was there anything else that wanted to be done this day?
I
Huh?
have a question.
Okay.
If I had a spell and maybe I wanted to change the element of the spell, what would I have to do?
To do that, you would have to do. You've heard of. Well, actually, you could probably talk to Abrola about that,
Okay.
saying how kind of with the magic manifesting, and you kind of naturally. You haven't really done any like scholarly work with magic per se.
Okay.
But so you you stay behind and talk to her.
Yeah, well, they all go out. I'll
Okay.
stay behind and talk to her.
So there are a lot of people that actually kind of do that or try to change an aspect of a spell to create something new. It's actually how the kind of the tenets of spellcraft. So usually it's trying to use materials that if it's a spell that has material components or something like that, trying to switch up the components to more match the element that you're wanting to seek, or if you're just, or sometimes it's the matter of the incantation that you have to change up to still produce the same results, but maybe change it in a certain way. Um, we do have some people that can help you at the academy if that's one thing you're trying to do.
Yes. I think
Yeah.
I will need to eventually hope to be able to craft my own spells, but I figured this would be a good first step, is to try to
Yeah.
change one.
Yeah, that's usually where a lot of people first start is by just changing something that's already there, just altering it to more preferred preference. But yeah, especially with oh yeah, I gotta figure out. She looks down at the before she's like, I gotta figure out your payment for this. But that could definitely be part of it.
I couldn't remember.
Access to the academy to be able to work on things like that.
Well, I'm sure my comrades would rather have money, but we can figure that out when we get back to land.
Well, this could be your part of the payment.
Fair enough.
Because yeah, y'all may not truly understand, but you jumped research in this subject up about 100 years further just by
Yeah.
bringing us this. So
Well, I'm glad we could be of assistance.
all right. And then as you're kind of wrapping up the conversation, she kind of just like stops and kind of looks off to the side. Just kind of stares out in the distance.
Is something wrong?
She kind of holds her hand up. And then you hears Spikala, it's like, thanks for the update. I will be sure to let them know. And she's kind of looking at her fingers. Should arrive in a few days. We are the last group. Have someone meet us at the docks. And then she kind of turns back to you. It's like, well, so that was Hilda. You got confirmation and the council is already getting resources together to help the refugees out. One thing of note, the council would like to meet y'all.
Alright. I'll let them know.
Yep. And I should definitely say it based on Hilda's words, it's not a request.
Oh.
I will let my comrades know.
So may just want to let them know so that if that there will be some people waiting for all of us
Okay.
there because they want to meet us all first thing once we arrive.
Okay, I will go let them know.
Okay.
I'll start to head out to look for them wherever they are on this ship.
Yep, and you see them all just kind of you see them all on the port side of the ship with Leopard kind of looking out to sea, and the rest of them kind of chatting around them.
I'll just walk over. Hello. I was informed that when we get back to land, the council, I forgot, has requested to meet with us, and they said it's not optional.
So it wasn't a request.
I guess, yeah. I worded it poorly.
We demand your request.
Yeah. So, just thought I'd let you guys know.
Good
Who
to know.
think they are that they can demand stuff of us?
Well, seeing as we've gotten the most, seeing these Warforged the most, they probably want to question us about what we know. Since this has seemed to have gotten a lot bigger than when we first fought, Ned and those other Warforged.
Well, maybe we should get our story straight before we get there then. Are we going to tell them, like, everything, or what do you guys want to do?
I mean, do you think we should withhold information?
I can't think of anything that would be like too much information for them to know. Maybe we don't tell them that we found a device and how it worked and how we took our friend's soul, but like,
I think we already told Craigford about that.
oh,
didn't
we definitely did tell her about that. Well, we don't tell the council. Maybe we'll answer their questions they ask.
Okay.
I mean, why don't you think we should just, tell them everything we know?
What are you thinking about holding back?
I don't know
mean-
these people.
I mean, they're also demanding to speak to us. It's not like we've been difficult at any point, yet they're demanding.
True.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Do we know of anybody on the council? Have you heard of anybody on the council?
Nope. You have not looked into who's on the council or anything since the short time you were in Cordelia for like 3 days.
So,
Were we
as
even
far
there
as
for
we
3
know,
days?
the council could be behind it.
Could be.
There's always a
Well,
possibility.
There's always a possibility.
I don't
just think
think
we should at least go in there with suspicion and ready to defend ourselves.
physically defend ourselves. We don't need to be ready for a fight, or argument fight. So I don't think we need that's going to happen. But we definitely, just in case, like you said, if someone's behind it, they might not want us sharing that information.
Yeah.
And John, you actually, as you're talking about this, you get a quick message. It's like, oh, also, since they're requesting, you may want to think of how you all want to introduce yourselves, because this will be a formal meeting.
I just received a telekinetic message that this is a formal meeting and we need to figure out how we're going to introduce ourselves.
Introduce myself the same way I always introduce myself.
With the whiskey and my
With a
name.
cake to the door.
Yeah, with 0 fucks.
Did we find out if anybody died from Saltmarsh?
Yeah, are there any injured people on board? Anything like that?
Did we find out about the losses?
There,
My answer will be based on this.
so there are some injured, but the main thing you're noticing is that other than the guards that were helping you and Jared with a small group, everyone else is civilians.
Oh.
At least on this ship.
Okay.
Because throughout the day there were multiple ships that left port, and also there were some people that left by road.
I'm gonna take my friend's advice, and I'm gonna say we will introduce ourselves as the heroes of Saltmarsh.
You're also the hero of the Grung. Don't forget that.
And the ground. And almost seem bolstered a little bit.
Can I go downstairs and talk to Lady Cragbury real quick?
Sure.
You want me to come with you, or did you want to go by yourself?
You're more than welcome to come. Y'all can all come. Nothing secretive.
Okay, I'll go with him.
I'll go too.
I'm just chilling wherever I was whenever this whole conversation started.
In the bar.
Yep.
But Tormund, there's a
If there-
door.
if
I
there
need
is
you to
one,
open the
that's where I'm
door.
I'm gonna walk over to Tormund and stuff the stuffed swordfish in his face and say, "Lighten up." I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
The ball move, Cotton. Let's see how this plays out.
It's okay. You can swim. It's fine. I knock on her door.
Come in.
I had a few questions about this meeting that we have been
Yeah, I
quote
had a
unquote
feeling that was coming up.
requested for.
Hey, that was Hildo's words, not mine. I was just repeating what he was saying.
And is Hilda part of the council?
No, but Hildo is the headmaster of the Arcane Academy, which the one of the founding families who started the academy is a council member.
What should we know about these council members before we meet them?
Well, I've had some basic interaction based on being an assistant to Hildo. Here, I can tell you some information that I have on them. Or at least a few things that I've... So, the council is made up of 5 members. And they are currently from 5 different houses.
Okay.
So, first up, you have House Dawn Summer.
Dawn Summer.
Who they mainly deal in commerce and trade for the city. And
all these people are from this area. They're not like
they so a lot of them actually have a lot of their... These are old houses from that some of them can trace their lineage back to before the Calamity. Or actually like right after the Calamity. So some of them are old houses that may have lands kind of outside the city, but the city, Cordelia, is kind of the central gathering point
got it. Okay.
of this part of the continent.
So you have the Dawn Summer who are in trading.
And the current council member is Adran Dawn Summer. Adran.
Adran Dawn Summer.
Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Next.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Sorry about that. Power surge. So, the next, um, the next house is House Wormdagger.
Like a worm?
Yep. WYRM.
Oh, not
Dagger.
like worm.
All one word. And one thing that's kind of unique that this is actually one of the newer houses because it is a house of Dragonborn.
Oh, what's the first house
Like,
of? Dwarves?
nope, it's mixture.
Oh. Wait.
This is a purely Dragonborn house.
So Dawn Summer is Mudbloods.
Eh. Sure, why not? As far as she knows. But House Wormdagger is one of the only Dragonborn houses ever since the treaty was signed 50 years ago. And they have actually made themselves well known, and to the point where they are now, the council position is in charge of foreign affairs. So any trading deals between Cordelia and Draconia,
Ooh.
any of the outgoing research sites to continents and elsewhere, she's in charge of that. And the council member is Corin Wormdagger.
Corn.
Korinn.
Core Worm Dagger. Got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, the third house and third council spot is House Iron Tree. And they are in charge of civil defense and military matters for Cordelia.
So we're
And
gonna need to
then-
report to him about our
And
attack.
their current the council member representing them is Gell Irontree. Gell. Next up, one of the oldest houses is House Oakenmorn. And they are in charge of internal affairs. And their representative is Miele Oakenmorn. And then finally is House Runeweaver. Which are mainly in charge of academic affairs along with management of the Arcane Academy.
And this is the one that she knows. What?
No,
What?
Hildo is the headmaster.
Oh, okay.
Hildo Runeweaver is the headmaster of the Arcane Academy.
But he is a rune weaver.
Yeah, he is a Runeweaver.
Okay.
But the council member is Mikkel Runeweaver.
Can you spell it?
Mikel. But she concludes those are I just kind of know them based on short business. I don't really know too much details because not really into council business, politics and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, thank you for that information.
no problem.
For me, and I guess John, do we have anything to worry about race-wise?
No.
John, you're a goblin.
I'll be fine.
He will probably be fine. I would say that you probably want to show your true form to them, Jax.
Oh.
Just because with the power they wield, if you get on one's bad side or something, it may help to be able to go hiding. But otherwise, also if you're showing them your true form, you mean business. But
Well, that is
take it what you will.
good to know.
Just because I understand going in, but the thing is, if they start doubting you or anything, that's just another thing to doubt.
Yep, I understand that. Well, that's good to know.
But those are the 5 major houses that are on the council. There's a bunch of minor houses as well, and not necessarily all of them are in the city, but they go out to the lands that kind of connect to Cordelia. So
Makes sense. And then we are supposed to formally introduce ourselves.
yeah, so probably what that means is that because either introduce yourselves individually, or they probably think that because you're a group that you have an adventurer name or something like that.
Oh, fuck. We forgot to think about one.
Because let's hope it's hopefully to bestow you a title or something that will get you guys well known. Because, I mean, you pretty much made sure that most of the city got out. Or the people that could get out.
Did not enjoy the word most. Yes. All but Kermie.
But just one of those things, it's probably formalities, and if they have to make a big show out of it to the people, they want to have like a group that they can rally behind, and politics.
I understand.
So we need a group name?
That's
Guys, have we ever thought of a group name?
No, we were supposed to have one for the Adventuring Guild too, and we didn't have one then either. We will have to think of one. Lady Crabber, I have a huge favor to ask of you, and you can say no.
Sure.
Kermie did not get on one of the ships.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind checking on him just to make sure that he is okay? And he's heading to the cave for all of his little grung friends are.
I can certainly do that. Do we have a possession of his, just to make the process a bit easier?
I certainly do not.
I have the whittled turtle shell.
Oh, you do have your turtle shell.
I guess I hand it over. Yeah.
Oh, did he make this or something, or?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that would actually be perfect then, because...
I run upstairs and grab it.
Okay, so...
Oh, I'm not there, am I?
No,
forgot.
I'm getting information just so we can if we need to keep you away from Kermie's thoughts, or hey, he's okay.
Yeah, so
Just
you gotta
run
get
up and borrow it real quick.
I'm I'm literally gonna follow you because you took it.
That's fair. That's fair.
So you hand it over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, it's yours. It's yours.
So she goes
We're
to
looking
make-
in on Kermit, just
Yeah.
to let you know, to make sure he's okay, making to all of his friends.
Okay, so she kind of goes to the corner, and instead of kind of like taking her time to draw the circle, she's like, we're fine. So she goes and then she kind of grasps it, and as she's casting and doing the incantation, you actually notice the magical circle form around her. Because she's actually using a spell slot instead of casting as a ritual. And then she looks up, opens her eyes. Her eyes are kind of a pale white. And as you're kind of just sitting there, the anticipation egging at you. About 5 minutes pass. Nothing. And about 6 or 7 minute marker, she lowers her head again, comes back up, and eyes back to normal. Magic circle fade. It looks like he's fine. He's not necessarily at the cave yet, but he is in the swamp and doesn't seem to be in trouble, based on what I could see. And then
You
she
look
goes
very
in
relieved.
and
Wonderful.
hands
I
back
pat
the
Leopard
turtle
on the
shell.
shell.
To Leopard. And she kind of looks up to you, Leopard, and's like, "Don't worry. He may be small, but he can take care of himself.
I'm gonna say thank
Especially
you.
in the swamp." So, as she goes back and they're still looking, so it sounds like y'all may have a lot to discuss.
Yes.
I'll leave y'all to that. And yeah, that's pretty much my council knowledge. But yeah, they'll probably be waiting for us right at the docks once we get off. So
So we need to think of a group name, party name, before we make it there. Which is, you said it's half a week travel, Tyler.
yeah, so this is the second day.
So we got like another day, right?
We got another 2-3 days.
Okay. So we have a few days. We need to think of a
So-
party name. That's
As
what
we step away, I kind of want to grab everybody and just hug them and like pick them up and just like swing them around.
I try to dodge.
I'm gonna roll a strength check.
Grapple for hug.
I
Well, I mean, like, if I see it coming, can I just, move out of the way?
I mean, technically, Needle could use the dodge reaction.
Well, I'm really small. Can't I just, duck and go between his legs or something?
I mean, it's not an angry hug. It's not like attack roll hug. He's just going for a hug.
I roll for attack. No, I'm just
I don't want him to ruin my clothes.
Jax does not get away no matter what. He was not expecting this.
I want to do my dodge.
I hope you both succeeded. I'm just
No.
like, oh.
Do I have to roll for that? I didn't think I had to, but okay.
No, they just step out of the way.
Aw, I love the idea. I kind of want them to roll for it just to see if they fail. Because I want to see Needle fail.
Maybe next time.
How about a handshake instead?
You don't want a handshake from Leopard. Your whole body ends up shaking up and down.
Don't shake the
You
goblin.
should have gone for the hug. Now you have a broken arm.
Right.
I'm gonna cat leap onto the top of his shell and over the top of him.
Whoa. So we need to think of a party name. I guess that's what we can actually do till outside of game 2.
Yeah, we
'Cause
don't
that-
necessarily have to.
Yeah, because that's a
play that.
discussion.
Being super cool Awesome Alpha Wolf Squadron.
We're the Alpha
Art
Wolves.
We're the map squad. Okay. So y'all continue on the day. Weather's fairly fine from the other day. And I guess let me go ahead and as we proceed to the next day, someone roll a D8 for me. Don't everyone all do it all at once.
John,
I got
Is
you.
that-
John, if you want
sorry,
to do it
is
this
that
time, you can.
One person or everybody? I didn't catch
One
that.
person.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, a 4.
Cool.
Okay. So as y'all arrive the next day, you kind of get a bit of a rude awakening, as it seems like as you kind of head above deck, the seas have definitely gotten a bit rougher, and you've noticed that towards the north, that there are some storm clouds kind of brewing. You see kind of lightning in the distance, and as you're kind of looking and stuff, just the clouds seem to be moving unnaturally fast, faster than what you would think clouds would normally move. But it's plenty distance away and it's moving towards kind of the northeast, so it's kind of heading away from you.
Can I roll a perception check on that?
Sure. Let me check something. Okay. So with that, other than noticing the clouds kind of move, uh, the clouds moving faster, you are noticing some like lightning bolts and stuff going around in the cloud cover. And for a second, you could have sworn that there was a serpent-like body in the flash of the clouds.
Serpent
But
as in
then-
like dragon style, or serpent as in like snake?
Can I point this out to John since I know he does a lot of lightning stuff?
But the thing is, like, you see it in a quick flash, and then by the time you like turn around to go tell John, you can't see it anymore. You see all the lightning and the
I just
clouds,
want to
but-
like mention it to him that what I saw.
Yeah.
Would I know anything?
Are you proficient in history?
Yeah. Yes.
I will say go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay.
Never mind.
Damn. I was like,
That's what I was getting towards. I
Wow.
was like, my history's bad or my arcana's bad, but probably John has a good one.
Yep.
As you're kind of thinking of it, I mean, it's pretty cool that fast-moving lightning storm, but
Yeah.
other than that, you really have you're a goblin, and you really haven't done studying on nature and weather effects. So
Okay, I'm gonna take his word
it's
for
just
it.
it's a cool lightning cloud that's moving really fast.
Neat.
Yeah, Leopard, those are so cool. Thanks for showing me those clouds.
I swear the hammer was here. No.
But yeah, other than kind of the little rougher seas, anything y'all want to plan to do, or just move to the next day?
Should I send my bird into the clouds? I guess. I don't know.
This is like miles away.
Yeah, and I don't think I was told that something happened. I don't know. I guess. Oh, we're figuring out our name off game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I'm good then.
Okay. So we'll just assume we go to the next day. Someone roll a d8 for me.
Not it.
Alright, I gotta make up for that history check here. Oh, never mind.
It's true.
He already rolled.
What is it going to be?
Ooh, it's a
It's
question
thinking.
mark. All right. Was that your relative in the clouds? Has it popped
This is
up?
taking a
There it
really
goes.
okay one.
I'm sorry.
taking
It
a
It
took
long
too.
time.
good or really bad.
It took
goody.
too long. I guess we got to re-roll it.
Oh, goody.
Fuck.
How dare you?
You get this pulled up.
Why does our suffering make you so happy?
Don't you know I have a coffee mug that has players' tears on it? Though I really need to get that coffee mug. I think they also have it as a beer tankard as well.
Nice.
Have y'all heard of the Ben Shot glasses?
No.
Oh,
They're like a company that makes like bullets pressed into the glass.
Oh, that's cool.
They made one that's a D20.
Oh, yeah.
shit.
I want one now. I'm like, oh. it's like a tankard, a glass tankard, and then it's got the D20 pressed
Yeah.
in the side. Pretty cool.
Okay.
Not
So-
sponsored, but
Not sponsored. But would like to. But so as you wake up the next day, you're kind of catching the back winds of that storm from the previous day, so you're making some good time. But in the north, you notice that there's a second ship that's kind of sailing along the same path that you are.
Is it one of ours?
Make a perception check.
Oh, am I good at those at least?
roll
No,
a one. We know it's not.
maybe we'll know what it is.
So you're not able to tell necessarily if it's one of your ships, but it looks like it's definitely changing course and headed your way now.
Do I see a flag on there that's black and has possible bones on it?
Nope. There's actually no flag flying.
Ah, no flag. Even worse.
That's worse.
It's even worse. I look at
And
ours.
Right,
What
right
flag?
as you're noticing this, the guy in the crow's nest starts ringing a bell.
We already saw it first.
And
You're not even doing a good
possible
job.
pirates, sir. And as
not
some of the
pirates.
crew is starting to get kind of more of the civilians down below, and the guards are kind of taking stations to get pulling kind of crossbows and stuff. The captain's getting up in line, and as the ships is getting closer, it kind of starts to straighten out to be kind of a broadside.
Do we have
Uh,
cannons?
Oh shit.
There are no cannons. But as this is going on, the two of the crew hands go onto the port side, and you see up at the front and back what was once covered. They take off, they untie ropes and take a cloth off to reveal two ballistas.
Oh,
One in the front, one in the back.
What is that?
they're like the big arrow things, right?
Or yeah, they are essentially like instead of like catapults, think of giant crossbows
Okay. Okay.
with
got
like
it.
with bolts the size of a person.
Okay.
So small. Wait, John
What kind
person?
of person? John
Yeah,
person?
John
or Leopard
person.
Like Leopard.
Okay.
Because everyone's arrows are John sized.
Yeah.
I summon my sword and I'm ready. I get ready.
Okay. And you see them kind of coming up, and everyone, you notice on their side, a bunch of people are starting to pull out swords and starting to. They slowly are firing arrows, but it's still out of range. And they are probably within 120 feet right now.
Wait a
Ooh,
minute.
I want to summon Belari.
I'm gonna ready my hammer.
Well, I guess if they're within. Are we assuming these guys are attacking us?
Certainly looks
I
like
mean,
it.
they're headed directly towards you. They have a bunch of swords and they're shooting arrows at you.
Oh, perfect.
Maybe
Okay.
they're non-violent people.
I'm going to shoot the closest one to us with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Okay, yep, that will definitely hit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And yeah, so as they're starting to get closer and they're starting making noise, you just point your sword, boop, shoot a ray of force towards them,
A black beam
and
of
pretty
energy.
much one of the guys that was standing there just like gets pushed back with a big crevice in his center chest.
Nice.
You're like, they're within 120. I was like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure that's my range.
And let me go ahead and do, where is it? So, and what's even more creepy is that everyone kind of stares at him and then stares back at you. And then something eerily disturbing happens. From the concaved area in the guy's chest, blood starts coming out, forms into a bead, and flies directly back into the cat eye of your sword.
Oh. That's new.
And everyone sees this.
Huh. That's a new one, isn't it, guys? Huh. No. Okay.
Just gonna like
We're gonna.
had my hands
and-
up, ready to do stuff, and I'm just gonna like drop
Yep, and
like,
then that is
jaw on the
where we
floor.
are
Oh,
going to
no.
call it for the night.
oh shit.
Wait, what did you say? I unplugged my headphones by accident.
We died.
Game over. Nice playing with y'all.
GG.
No, but that's what we're calling it for the night.
Okay, cool. I literally unplugged it and I was like, wait, no, like what's happening?